Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Private Property, a sexy thriller about a woman who is sexy and the gardener who bangs her. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 8. And if you don't want to throw me some cash, throw it to my cousin. He needs kidneys. One for him, one for his son. So if you feel like throwing me some cash, the link is below for my family's GoFundMe page. So whatever you can throw at him would be appreciated. Now, so this is the gardener, and this is the bored, hot housewife, and he's very hot and sweaty. And then one day he gets her to, let me jump into your pool. And then next thing you know, she's having an affair. And it's very hot and sexy. But she's shacked up with the wrong gardener. Because turns out he's crazy. He is a vicious jerk who wants her and wants the house and wants it all. Wants it all, baby. So he starts, breaking into places, spying on her, threatening people. He turns out to be a bit of a psychopath. So Frank Whaley's in it as like the friend. That dude who looks familiar, I forget his name. So it looks like your typical thriller, where a woman makes a mistake. And it's called Private Property because obviously it's her private property. And, it's about temptation, May 13th. Trust no one. It sounds like it's all on him in the movie. Sounds like he's the bad guy, if you will. And she is just some horny housewife who made a huge, huge error. So, it doesn't look awful. Looks well shot. Fairly well acted. The girl is hot. Everybody's good looking. Frank Whaley's kind of funny. So first act, she's lonely and she has a gardener, and maybe she makes a joke to her friends about the hot gardener she's hired, not really serious about doing anything. And then, through circumstance, she gets more isolated. I don't know if she's divorced or whatever. I don't see a husband character in this, so maybe she's widowed or divorced. And by the end of the first act, he like swims in her pool, and she's flirting with him, kinda, doesn't know if she should, and then she goes a little too far, and then next thing you know, they're having an affair. Second act, they're having an affair. At first, it's fantastic, right? She's getting what she wants, so to speak. So is he. But right away, she starts to see the signs. He's a little too into it. But she wants this, so she dismisses it. Dismisses the red flags. I think we've all been there. So, and then we start seeing more of him, right? He's kind of a bit of a sociopath. He's a bit aggressive and around other people, including Frank here, and maybe one of her friends finds out, and I don't know, probably by the end of the second act, he's escalating. Maybe he hurt somebody or cut somebody's brake lines, or he threatened this dude. Maybe he kills somebody. Who knows? By the third act, though, she's beginning to realize she doesn't want anything to do with this crazy dude. And rated R for adult situations. So the third act is where she discovers, oh no, I made a terrible mistake, and she can't get rid of him. At that point, he's making moves to steal her house or rob her or do something even more horrible. And in the end, she, probably has to kill him or get him arrested. And the end. And she had a close call, and because she's the hero of the movie. I wouldn't imagine that it ends with her dying. That would be pretty dark. So yeah, it looks all right. This is like Woman in Danger movie it's sort of like a high-end Lifetime movie, if you know what I mean. Would I go see it? Nah, it's not my kind of movie. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's like not aimed at me. You know, these kinds of thrillers. I think it's more of a it kind of skews female, the audience, right? Because it's a woman in trouble, and women are going to identify with her, and oh, she's so vulnerable, and he took advantage of that. You know, for the guys, this is more like a date movie, right? You take a girl to see this movie because she's going to like it, or she picked it. And although I don't know, maybe it's not a good date movie because it's sort of like a date that goes to hell. So maybe you don't want to take your date, maybe your wife or your longtime girlfriend, where like that's you don't want your new date thinking, oh, is the guy I'm dating like that guy? Wow. Especially if you're a gardener. Anyhow, I think it'll be okay. I can't really get much of a read on it than that. I mean, everything seems to be okay with it. The music's okay. Acting seems fine. It's a good-looking protagonist. Good-looking cast in general. Nice location. I mean, it's not setting the world on fire, but I think it will be a standard thriller-esque movie. It's a weird name, Private Property. Private Property. Rated R. Opens, what did I say, May 13th, I think? Yeah, May 13th. Trust no one. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more based takes. It gets very based on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble. Check out the links below, and we'll see you in the next one.